So this is something that, again, if you watch my other video, I want to stress this. I'm not picking on or making fun of religious people or Christians at all in this. Because I think truly, out of everything I've looked into here, Christianity, if performed at the truest level, is the best way to go. If you could make the perfect religion, the absolute perfect religion, it would be taking the bones of what Jesus taught in Christian. Just forget the Old Testament. There's some good stories in there if you know how to look for the metaphors. Take some things of that, put it with the core teaching of Jesus, and then transition that into Buddhism, some parts of Buddhism, and that's the perfect religion. Truly is. I've thought pretty hard about that, by the way. And it annoys me when Christian people are so vile, greedy, manipulative liars that hide behind God and are expecting Jesus to come back and save them. So it is disturbing to me, because where I'm from, in this area, the Bible Belt, you could say, Christianity is the most dominant by far religion just by far. Within probably a 5 to 15 mile radius of my home, there is probably 7 different denominations and probably hundreds of churches. I counted them one day, just in my little area on streets I was driving down. There's easily hundreds of churches here with different denominations. And you try to talk. Now, I'm not saying all Christians are like this. Obviously, that would be completely ignorant and arrogant and stupid on my behalf to lump people together, because you can't say all of anything is bad unless it's a terrorist or hate group. Then obviously you can say all are bad in that regard. But it disturbs me that I've really thought about this. What are Christians afraid of the most? Now, you might think we'll go into hell, which is maybe a possibility, but what I've noticed Christians are the most afraid of is being Christ-like themselves. And that's something I strive to do, is be Christ-like. Now, I have been accused of thinking I'm perfect. I've been accused of being self-righteous. I've been accused of all this bullshit, and that is not the case. If you watch these videos, you know I come on here and I'm an open book. I tell you things that I have went through in my life, things I am going through, the fuck-ups I have done, the good things I have done or trying to do. I don't leave anything out. I have fucked a lot of things up, and I have realized the error in my ways and put in the hard work to become Christ-like myself. So, but you cannot tell people these things. It is so hard to get through to people. That's the main thing. People are so stuck in their ways and have been, I hate using the word programmed, but essentially that's what it is. They have been programmed to believe certain things and hold those as truth, and their mind is so diluted, and they're in such denial about it when you point it out to them, that you cannot help deluded people. You can't help people that are in denial, because again, of course they will deny it. But in order for people to be Christ-like, it would take a lot of hard work. It would take an extreme amount of hard work that very few people will put in the time, effort, and energy to do, because it's a self-destructive process. Now, let me be cautious. Let me, I guess, pick my words better and use caution when I say this. When I say it's a self-destructive process, I don't mean in a bad way. I'm just saying it will deconstruct your whole entire view on reality, your whole entire view on yourself, your whole entire view on how you treat others and the way you would perceive others. Now, the one true answer to anything is self-love, because if you don't know how to truly love yourself, you cannot love others, because you don't know what love really is to do that. And the process is extremely hard. So Christians or Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons or any type of religion like this that's expecting Jesus to come back down here and save you are fucking insane. Now, I'm not saying Christ can't come back, because Christ is already back. Christ is here, by the way. You just have to know how to look for it and find it and incorporate it into your life. But that's the thing. Jesus ain't coming to save you. Christ is coming to save you. The only issue is you don't want Christ to save you. Because in order for Christ to save you, you have to save yourself. It's a weird paradox how that works. Because what you don't realize is you are Christ. You have that Christ in you. And people don't want to put forth the effort to do this, because again, it would strip away, they would have to strip away all their greed, all their lust, all their power, all their judgment. They would have to deconstruct 95% of themselves in reality to be able to fully fulfill this obligation. And most people don't want that obligation. They don't want that responsibility. It's too much responsibility. So let's just outsource it to someone else. That's kind of America in a nutshell. And I'm not picking on America because I live here and I believe it's the greatest country in the world. But that's the problem. People want to outsource things, you know. But this is the case. I have contemplated this long and hard, my friends, long and hard. And until people realize that, until people get that, then they're going to keep repeating a cycle. This is the case of the snake eating its tail. It is just it's a horrible fucking cycle that reinforces and feeds itself. And until you realize, and just not take my word or belief or blindly trust this or believe this, until you fully realize I am you talking to you, and so is everyone else, and until you fully realize what God is, and until you fully realize what Christ really means, and the power that Christ can bring, and quit lumping this into some religion and quit idol worshiping Jesus, then you are stuck. And this place is not going to get any better. Now, if you want to realize these things, or at least make a valiant effort to be a better person, I always say this, be a better person. What's it going to hurt you to tell the truth, to love yourself and to love others as you love yourself? But, you know, most people don't know how to love themselves, so it's a cycle. It's a cycle that may and will continue until we fix it. So, it's a game of form and a play of life. I am you talking to you, and so is everyone else. So why don't you incorporate that Christ-like mentality and attitude and responsibility into your life? Love you guys.